David Starr here. Hope you're all well. I'm here with my colleagues, and I want to welcome Rabbi Bonnie Cohen and Rabbi Hamilton. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Rabbi Starr. Hi, Rabbi Hamilton.
How are you guys?
Great to see everybody.
Likewise. Two big events in the Jewish sacred calendar this week that I think we can talk about. The first is, the saddest day in the Jewish sacred calendar, which is Tisha B'Av, when we read from the prophet Jeremiah, the book of Echa, Lamentations. And the second is maybe a little bit more emotionally complex, which is the beginning of the fifth and final book of the Torah, namely Devarim, Deuteronomy. That's an opportunity for us to talk about loss and how we draw some spiritual sustenance from loss as we encounter it in these two amazing books.
The word Echa, which is a plea for help, is invoked by both Moses at the beginning in this week's Torah portion. What's fascinating to me is that it almost always indicates a sense of isolation and a sense of needing help.
Our tradition talks about the cause for the destruction of the temple being around baseless hatred, right? This hatred that kind of pulls people apart. It's fitting, perhaps, that we read the book of Lamentations, we read Echa on Tisha B'Av as an acknowledgement of that loneliness. I think is an opportunity for us to connect with the divine in one another and to find strength and resilience in that sacred presence.
There's something potentially spiritually truly significant about that as well. And obviously for the Jews as they went into Babylonia in Jeremiah's time, the idea that says, God is going to be inside of us, even though we're not going to have a temple. We're not going to have a center in the same way. That was a tremendously uplifting message for them.
It feels like it's incredibly timely, too. That is, when we think about the way not only that the Torah portion speaks to the observance of our saddest, most painful day collectively in the calendar year, it just feels again like our calendar and our Torah are talking to our times.
We all need a lot of strength. I think there's a loneliness that comes with COVID, obviously. There's a concern about wellness on the most basic level. There's a great sadness about the things we cannot do to help other people that we care about. So there are a lot of points of disconnection and loneliness.
I'll just say that our calendar is a powerful tool during this time of acknowledging that lament that we're feeling, the sorrow that we're feeling, and is a powerful thing that we, the collective mourning process is kind of an inverse of our personal mourning process.
Judaism is amazing in number one, it's super practical about giving us stuff to do to keep busy. And Judaism is also really good at not just telling people don't feel this way, right? That it's open to the whole range of human experience and human feeling and response, and then just sort of figuring out how do you sort of hold those things and then transition to other kinds of things. So I think that's great Torah for us, in this difficult time in Jewish life, in American life, in the Jewish sacred calendar. So we all wish you a Shabbat Shalom and an easy fast as we prepare for Tisha B'Av next week. Take care, colleagues.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.